Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to another muscle building session. Check out this playlist up here for other muscle building sessions or other days. If you are brand new to Olympic weightlifting or you're just getting back into it after a few years, feel free to hop onto one of these cycles, either muscle building or strength building. I recommend doing about a 6 to 8 week long period of either one. It doesn't really matter where you start at. So if you want to strength build first, check out some of the other strength building workouts in this playlist. If you just look at the title of each one of the videos and each one of the cycles, it starts off with Monday all the way to Saturday. So you can pretty much just jump on wherever you want. I'll see you in the video. I had some clean and jerks earlier this week. I think I went up to about 235 or 225, somewhere around there. So as you can tell, I'm still recovering. But I am happy to report that the feeling in my left arm is pretty much back. It comes and goes still, but it's nowhere near what it used to be. I had to do a lot of just kind of personal physical therapy on it. So if you have any like neck impingements or anything like that, there's a ton of resources, a ton of information that I looked at just here on YouTube. This is the best video that I found here on YouTube. So shout out to Doc, man. He had one of the best techniques. Most of the other things that I've been able to find on the internet when it comes to physical therapy for neck impingements, it just seems like they're showing you like the most safest way to do it. But this dude right here, as soon as you even try out his first technique, you already feel like it's actually doing something. And I do believe this is actually the video that got me onto the road to recovery.
So sad, KKK. Young nigga, I got
Specifically, I had the pointer finger and middle finger kind of going in and out of feeling for me. And so the one for me that really helped was the one where you would lower your shoulder and you more or less faced the same direction as your fingers. So basically, as your fingers stretched out, you leaned towards your fingers, and then as you flexed your fingers in, you would go the other way. And so basically this kind of like just glides that nerve and just helps restore some of the feeling back into those damaged areas. Like I said, I'm not gonna go fully into, I'm not qualified at all by any means, but I did follow exactly what he recommended to do on his videos, and it did help me out for sure, so go ahead and check those out, man. And so naturally, I don't wanna just jump right back into the same weights that I was previously lifting, and if you haven't been watching this channel or it's your first time here, normally I kind of work up to like a clean and jerk of around 275 to 285 pounds, that is obviously. And so before I suffered that neck impingement, I was really getting close to 300, so it was really kind of a bummer that I had to more or less scale back my training in order to make sure that I was taking care of what I needed to take care of. But nevertheless, I am happy now that I did take care of it. I can kind of get back onto the road towards getting back to where I was, and then hopefully surpassing that as well. And so for this clean and jerk workout specifically, I was really only planning on working up to 225, but luckily, man, I ended up working up to 235, and that actually felt pretty good. I didn't feel the sort of same uncomfortable numbness that would always happen in my left arm. I did feel it, but it wasn't as intense as it always has been for like the past 2 months, and I could definitely feel that there's massive improvements as long as I can just kind of manage on keeping the loads at a sensible, reasonable sort of weight so that I'm not aggravating it. As a matter of fact, you know what? I do believe this was the workout where I did do the 235 or 225. I can't remember what it was. This is a couple days ago. My right shoulder did sustain an injury many years ago, and I started to kind of feel that again as I started to get back up towards the 225, 235 realm. So yeah, I'm just really getting used to feeling some sort of thing go wrong with my body, or my body basically tapping me on the shoulder and just being like, yo, like, we're not ready for that. The thing that I'm getting really used to is listening to my body when it does that. Before I wouldn't do that, man. I would just literally just keep right on pushing along. I would just kind of chalk it up to this is how training goes. I should be going through some sort of pain, which is true, but identifying the different types of pains and prioritizing which ones are good and which ones are just kind of more beneficial towards actually getting stronger is something that I guess I'm kind of getting more wise at identifying. As I start to approach more of a peaking phase in my training, then I'll probably go a little less safe and take on a little bit more risk in order to actually get some personal bests. But when I'm not peaking like I am now and I'm just kind of rehabilitating, muscle building, strength building, neurological building. I don't really think that it's beneficial to take things to the 125% mark and then try and see if you can surpass that every single day of the week. And so for me, that was the major takeaway that I got from the last 2 months of trying to sustain through this neck impingement, more or less trying to go into damage control and trying to preserve all of the gains that I've been working so hard at gaining over the course of the last 6 months to a year. If you know for a fact that your shoulder's injured, your lower back is injured, your knees are aching beyond control, the hardest decision we all could make is to scale back our training in order to prioritize rehabilitating the things that need attention within our body, playing the long game and having a long-term goal instead of, let's say, PRing today, but then we actually agitated something that takes us out of the game 4 weeks later for 2 months. That's it, guys. Stay safe, be nice to each other, and I'll see you guys in the next video.